All my stress. Check it out. Yo. Feel the rhythm on the bass mark. Better feel the rhythm on the bass mark. If any woman comes around, run, test me. Jump it up, it up. All my stress.
All right, we're unmuted, everybody.
Welcome everybody to another investigation check, and this time that we have a we basically have a fall throwdown. So who do I have with me on the panel tonight?
I am Frey.
It is a Miro.
And a Neysa.
All right, and so that I am a Ninja Spence, and that as you can see that that it is that from just like one of the ads that had played, we are basically doing a investigation check on pumpkin spice and peppermint mocha. So, and then we may be also talking about other like runner-ups such as like eggnog and apple spice, but that we are here for like the main event. So, who wants to go first?
I'm gonna get a beer, so y'all go ahead and start talking about this because I'll chime in towards the end.
Okay.
You can go first, Neysa.
To say, and one thing only, and I rest my case on this. Mint was named for a nymph that Persephone felt should not be messing with her man. All you ever need to know. It is better than anything anyone else could come up with. What do pumpkins have? Being round and orange. Fuck them. I'm done.
Well, I don't know how in the world that's going to square off with, but I know that pumpkin spice lattes have been around since for almost 20 years. Can we believe that? I mean, like, oh my God,
No.
my pumpkin spice latte. Please hurry up so we can just go to Starbucks. Can we, can that we basically, that you can basically get it everywhere. You can get it at Trader Joe's, Target, Wally World, hell, even at the $1.25 store now. But I mean, it basically is basically a blended pumpkin pie. So what? So how can you go wrong with that?
Because it's gross.
I mean that I don't personally drink them, but with me taking this side, I mean that pumpkin spice has sold it had basically sold over 200 million in between its introduction in 2003 and 2015. And then that it is basically started as a trend. So it basically has meme power also backing it up. What does Mint has? Does Mint got meme power?
I also think too many people believe that pumpkin spice is pumpkin flavored. It is not pumpkin flavored. It has never been the flavor of pumpkin. It is the flavor of these spices which you put into a pumpkin pie.
Mm-hmm. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves.
I put
again.
ginger in mine too, but
I will say again, mint has been around far longer than those three spices in that combination. There are Indian curries that are younger than mint. So again, fuck off. Older is better, mythological is better, always and forever.
When did Mint come out exactly?
Egypt as early as 1500 BCE as a digestive aid.
Mint, let's see. Mint is one of those odd evolutionary tracks, similar to peppers, and it means that For the most part, to most things out there, mint is technically a poison and a deterrent. Humans go, "Burr, I love the mouth spicy that is cold." So that and like, that's the reason I say it's similar to peppers. Like jalapenos and all these other peppers evolved to be slightly spicy to very spicy to discourage you from eating them. Humans go, "I like the way it makes my face hurt." So
I mean, that is fair. I mean that I am now reading about cinnamon, which was imported to Egypt from Egypt as early as 2000 BC, and then that they had basically and then that basically those who had reported it had apparently came from China, which then they had confused it with Cinnamomum cassia, a related species. So I didn't know then that it had its evil twin,
well,
but
no, it's oh sorry, go ahead, Spence.
it is it was basically highly prized amongst ancient nations, so that it was basically regarded as a gift fit for royalty. So I mean, then that's just 1/3 of the secret blend of the pumpkin spice. So
Well,
Well,
but we're talking specifically peppermint mocha, right? And mocha includes chocolate, and chocolate has always been a better gift for royalty than cinnamon. So again, better.
now here's the deal. The big thing, and Spence mentioned it, especially for like modern day pumpkin spice stuff, is most of what we call cinnamon here in the US is not actually cinnamon. It is a cousin. So the big thing, I guess, for me when it comes to the flavors of this thing would be, is it real cinnamon? Is it real nutmeg? Is it real clove? Or is it the stuff that summons Becky's from afar in the same way that hunters throw out doe and heat urine to attract their target so that they can score what they want? Because from everything I've done noticed with smell,
I do not
taste,
appreciate this slander.
this is
right,
it's not slander when it's actually true, because it's like pumpkin
You just
spice.
called your wife a Becky in heat, and this isn't slander, sir?
I said is similar to a deer in heat urine being used to draw in deer. The smell of pumpkin spice is the same thing. It's just
We've got ad hominem arguments in the chat. We've got ad hominem arguments in the chat.
something in the chat. I haven't seen anything pop up in chat.
I was just fucking with y'all.
Oh,
Like in us chatting back and forth.
oh. Anyway, so the thing I'm saying with this is that what they give, and this goes for the peppermint mocha as well. What they give you at a gas station or store is 100% garbage. It is the most marketed, mass-produced, least tasty facsimile representation, simulacrum thereof of the original thing. If you
I have a
go,
hard time taking that from you, dear, who doesn't drink any sort of coffee product.
no, because it makes me poop. So,
It makes everybody poop. It's coffee.
so
That's literally one of the features of coffee. It makes you shit.
yep. But here's the deal: pumpkin spice is back. Only you can't actually hear it because it's so high pitched that only dogs and certain rhinoceri can hear it. Is the cry of the Beckys and the Karens and the basic white bitches of the land getting in their cars after putting on their Uggs and their fuzzy vests and getting their Walmart hairstyles done to run to the Starbucks to get what is quote unquote pumpkin spice, quote unquote peppermint mocha, quote unquote coffee. I'm pretty sure that they throw dirt water into a cup at that place, throw some whipped cream on it, and say, enjoy it. Now it's $15.
like, oh my God, that are you just talking about my hairdresser, Fernando? What is wrong with you? I mean, that my pumpkin spice is so luxurious compared to people that have to drink mint mocha because then that their breath fucking stinks. Come on, Becky, let's just go ahead and then go in and get our lavish pumpkin because everybody enjoys it.
Yeah, pumpkin spice is nothing more than you want to drink potpourri and brown liquid. That is how I feel about it. At the same time,
Anyway,
peppermint mocha is, hey, here's the LaCroix of a York peppermint patty in a glass.
I will fight you.
oh my god.
See,
So we have
I'm in here just to talk shit on both because I know the actual best. I know the
You're the
actual.
heckler.
I know the actual best holiday drink.
What is it then?
For anyone
What
that
is
can,
this?
the best thing for anybody that can actually and is old enough to, one of the best, and I think the best holiday drink is Irish hot cream. And that is when you make, especially my wife making it the bestest way with milk, of making hot chocolate and then pouring in some form of whiskey or Irish cream.
You realize that's just a bastardization of an Irish coffee, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to drink the coffee, so that doesn't matter to me.
I mean that they sell Bailey's year round, so
Yeah, but the thing is, I always associate this with winter because hot chocolate is something I only drink in winter. And so when it gets to that time of year and I buy a little bottle of Bailey's, the kid's asleep, I've got a blanket and a dog in the chair on me, and then I'm watching something and I have that cup and I will eventually fall asleep with it. It is pure bliss to me. The only thing comparable is when the Christmas ales come out. But that is my opinion.
That's beer. That doesn't count as Christmas drink.
I mean that.
There's Christmas
So let's just
beer.
go ahead and see like who had better, well, marketing wise, that they are on par, or does that the pumpkin beat out the mint?
Oh, on marketing, pumpkin spice all the way. But I have a confession to make. Well, I have been defending pumpkin spice because my husband's a butthead. I am split down the middle with this because I really do love peppermint, and I really love peppermint mochas, and I do enjoy me a good pumpkin spice latte. And the pumpkin cream cold foam that you can put on a chai tea latte, that shit is delicious. But outside of the actual pumpkin spice latte, there is some nasty ass shit that they make with this flavor.
Oh, God.
Like, Spence has already shown us they have pumpkin spice flavored Spam.
Yep. And
No,
that is
there
no.
is pumpkin spice ramen. I have seen it with my own eyes at the Walmart. It exists. It is not a joke as I thought it was. But there are two other things that I have actually tried that I regret. And I bought them because I love pumpkin spice lattes. One is pumpkin spice flavored Greek yogurt. That
I
is
have
the
tried it.
nastiest. That shit was gross.
It was, but we had to try it for our marketing.
The other thing that I tried that I did not like was, and I was so disappointed. My heart hurt because my friend Yasmin had bought a bag of these and we tried to split them, but they were the pumpkin spice Kit Kats. It tastes like you're eating a fucking candle, and they get worse the more you eat them. The only thing that's disappointing was the lemon ones because those were not good either.
Say again, mint Kit Kats are better.
I will say that yes, although the strawberry chocolate are really freaking good, and the blueberry muffin are actually really good.
Regular Kit Kat's still a number one.
Yes, dear. I know you're
Yes.
boring, and I love you. You Zaku.
Zaku.
I mean that just looking at just marketing wise, that I think that it is basically as that that our lovely ad has showcased that basically peppermint mocha is more associated with Christmas, and pumpkin spice is more around harvest and then like Thanksgiving time. So what's up with that? I mean, why not just both down the middle?
Well, I will say this: peppermint mocha needs to stay in its lane and wait till after Christmas. Wait till after Thanksgiving. As does everything with Christmas. There is a Joe Cat cartoon. If you have not watched it,
They've already started playing it in the mall.
if there's a
I
Joe
heard
Cat,
that yesterday, and I wanted to cry.
so Yeah, there's a Joe Cat cartoon on YouTube. I suggest y'all watch it. It
He watches it every day.
it exemplifies my feelings because it's like Halloween is dead, and then Christmas, like Thanksgiving and fall, kind of get steamrolled over because let's be honest, Halloween is super easy to market. Candy, costumes, kid costumes, inappropriate costumes of things that were originally a kid's costume. Like, why do we need a fucking sexy Michelangelo? We don't. That you can market the hell out of Halloween. And then Christmas, Jesus Christ, we've turned that into the biggest capitalist holiday of ever. Like, it is literally the best way to describe Christmas comes from the Ron Howard Grinch movie. When the dad maxes out his credit card and goes, I'll be paying this off for years. Like, that's like the vibe they want you to have with Christmas. And Thanksgiving is somewhere in the middle, and you can't really market it other than, who wants a fucking turkey? Gobble, gobble till you wobble. So it's got to get something. It has to be handed something. So it gets the pumpkin spice basic white bitch coffee drink. And
I mean, go on.
so I mean that's all it really gets. It's like, here, okay, it's fall. What says fall? Nutmeg. Cloves. Use them sparingly or they will overpower everything. Cinnamon. Okay, is it real or not? And also use sometimes. So, like, yeah, it's got to it's
So,
got to get something. So October, November is pumpkin spice season.
so I have the official that breaking in that Starbucks was our guest referee, and then that apparently after some quick Google foo, it is in fact, according to Starbucks Peppermint Mocha is older than Pumpkin Spice Latte by 1 year.
What did I say? What did I say?
Neysa, you can keep drinking your disgusting wannabe milky version of a York peppermint patty. Go right ahead.
But which one makes them more
only-
money?
I'm only liking it
That
because
is
it's
true.
peppermint. I don't care at all. I just
Let's see. And then that it was up in that controversial red cup that everybody was harming people over. Because in that
which cup is
the
this one again?
peppermint mocha.
What was
Mhm.
it?
They give
And the pumpkin spice.
they give out. That's what Yaz and I did the other day. You get a free cup on the 1 day a year. We got it out in 5 fucking minutes. We got lucky.
Now, I'll say this: if you want the best cup for the holidays, it's no longer made, but it was when the mocha drink at McDonald's a few years came out, and it was supposed to be Mittens holding something. But if you looked at it, it looked like someone wearing mittens spreading their cheeks because of where a snowflake was placed. They don't make that cup anymore, and it makes me sad because the number of people who poked holes right in the
I need to look this up for
Right.
research purposes.
right in the snowflake so that it would shoot brown out of it made me laugh years ago. Yes, I am a grown man with an infantile sense of humor.
I mean that honestly, that holiday drinks aside, that I am not a huge coffee drinker, and in that I don't drink either. That you know that actually be more Mrs. Ninja's department because that she drinks both of them equally, and then that I can say that you know that from like the little bit that I have had, that it's just like pumpkin. That it's just something about pumpkin spice that basically hits home to me that just like remind me of sweet potato pie. Granted, I will never drink any kind of sweet potato spice drink because that just sounds
would.
off. I mean, that I would
I
just
try
to
it.
try it, but wait, no, I would take that back. Smoothie King that they did have a sweet potato holiday smoothie out, and it was
I don't know
pretty
if I
good.
drink it in a smoothie. I drink it in like a hot drink.
Sweet potato tea.
What? Ugh. Ugh.
It's a thing, sweet potato tea.
Huh.
See, here's the thing: is I just made that up, but I'm sure if someone Googled it, that there are people out there who have tried to make tea out of a sweet potato because this is what humans do. Like,
Googling.
Spencer just found the mitten cup.
yeah, it's great, isn't
There's
it?
a gif of somebody poked a hole in it,
Yep.
and then it's
Yep.
brown liquid.
Sweet potato go gourmet green tea latte.
See, I made shit up, and it turns out it's actually real because humans.
Goguma. I think it's
Good God.
Korean. This thing that just popped up.
This does not surprise me.
1 cup cooked sweet potato. 1.5 cups milk. 1 tablespoon of honey. Half teaspoon of ground cinnamon. 1 green tea bag, or 1 tablespoon green tea powder.
Okay, I have found
Sweet potato bubble tea.
I still need to try bubble tea. I still haven't had a boba
Oh,
bubble tea.
boba. Oh, okay. So what sweet potato tea actually is, like in a medicinal sense, is a tea that is made out of sweet potato leaves. It's not made out of the actual potato itself. It's supposed to have lots of vitamin K, which is good for your arteries, and also helps reduce inflammation of the cells lining the blood vessels. I love bubble
Interesting.
tea. I got some when we went to Baton Rouge last time, but we're not going there this time.
Yeah, we're not going to the mall. Baton Rouge's mall is bigger than the Monroe Mall. But
Same company, kept up better.
But it's sadder.
There is from a place called David's Tea Sweet Potato Pie Tea.
Interesting.
It says it has sweet caramel flavors plus a hint of creaminess from marshmallows that are in it. Has
Interesting.
cinnamon. Huh. I'd try it, honestly. It looks kind of good.
So here goes some other festive non-holiday, non-just alcoholic holiday drinks that everyone can have a festive Christmas or Thanksgiving too. You got a cranberry ginger shrub,
Yeah.
slow cooker pear cider.
Look, I buy the mulling spice from Spice and Tea Exchange and put that with some apple cider in the crock pot. That shit's good.
You can technically make wassail using a crock pot. And that pear cider strikes me as similar.
Okay. We got a cranberry basil spritzer.
I'd try it.
We got a sparkling pear and orange champagne punch.
I'm not big on pears.
Pears.
We got a warm tea and cider punch.
Okay, that one sounds good.
Yeah, then if they say that, and then if they just say that that this combo of tea steeped in hot cider is both comforting and reviving. To keep it family friendly, simply skip the suggested bourbon if you like. Add a teaspoon of alcohol.
I will not skip that bourbon. I will not skip that bourbon if it is a possibility for the recipe. This is sounding amazing. Okay? This is a hot toddy. All this is a hot toddy, okay? I like this idea. This is a great Christmas drink. I might be changing my opinion. Give me the hot toddy from the crock pot.
And then if that you like, just add a teaspoon of alcohol-free vanilla extract to the pot to replace.
Hold on.
Or just add both.
Hold on. I'm asking you, you said alcohol-free.
Yes.
Vanilla,
I can post that, the link.
No. Alcohol-free vanilla extract.
Yes.
They make vanilla extract that is alcoholic.
Yes, they do.
So technically, all liquid extracts are alcohol-based tinctures, usually in something vodka-like level proof.
Oh, learn something new. So,
also, I have one more thing to add. We are Southerners, are we not?
Correct.
Bluebell ice cream is our golden idol, and they only have ever had peppermint bark and mint chocolate chip. They do not create a pumpkin spice ice cream. All hail Bluebell, they have spoken.
Yeah,
Well,
but they can't keep their vats clean, so there's like a 2-year period I didn't have Bluebell, so I kind of got
I
over
worked
them.
through that. And then it was hell on earth. We had 3 ice cream bunkers of Golden Brook that kept selling out.
Golden Brook is
And then that, like
oh
somebody would just like, when in the world is Bluebell coming back? And I'm like, I just don't know, crow's feet, Karen, go away. I have been up since 8:30 p.m.
hey, here's the deal. So it goes Becky, then Karen. You know what a Karen's final evolution is?
What?
A Gloria.
Oh, since that the new Pokemon game did kind of come out, then that that the evolutionary offspring of that will basically be Gladys and be like, oh now, hell no, sweetie. Now what you say about y'all didn't get my Bluebell ice cream?
Foy
That
Coco.
go ahead and then get my Switch from the porch, baby.
Foy Coco for life. I love
But,
Derp Apple.
but more holidays themed drinks are Blackberry Spritzer. But that sounds good because I'm a fan of blackberries. Slow cooker apple cider. Okay.
Yes.
Citrus spritzer. It's a lot of spritzers. Like just soda water. Now that this sounds kind of weird. Sparkling honey vanilla blood orange mocktail.
That is bougie and fancy, but would taste delicious. You're using the honey instead of simple syrup to sweeten that because the blood orange is going to be tart.
Right. Peppermint julep.
That sounds delicious.
Sparkling berry apple mocktail. I guess then that they are not putting alcohol in these, so then that they're calling them mocktails.
Mm-hmm.
Gingerbread latte. We actually have a recipe for that.
No.
Wait,
No.
what do you mean? Explain this no.
Because my brain just immediately said you're making a latte and you just start throwing gingerbread cookies in there and grinding it up. I know that you're actually like adding ginger and gingerbread flavoring, but I don't want like soggy cookies in a latte and then you hand it to me and go, here you go, bud.
I am scrolling, trying to find the recipe after just her whole like giant ass post about like, oh my god, that this is so great for the family, the holidays. Just give me the damn recipe.
Oh, wait, is this like you got to go through, like you have to actually
Yes.
walk to Mount Doom before you can get the recipe for the mashed potatoes?
Yes.
The Hobbit is a food blog.
So I am reading in and you don't make the cookies first from what I am reading. You just basically just add just everything into a slow cooker, set it on high, you stir it up, and then you just basically serve it with just the whipped cream and caramel sauce, and then then a dusting of cinnamon sugar. After about 2.5 to 4 hours, then you will have your gingerbread latte.
Neat.
Then you got your ginger basil grapefruit spritzer. Then your winter sangria.
Emily would drink that one.
I'd try it.
It just basically calls for chai tea instead of the wine. And then you just use some seasonal flavors like cranberry and cinnamon.
Don't have
Then
to
that
add
you
too
got-
much cinnamon because chai already has that, I thought.
It depends. And then you also got white chocolate peppermint mockatini. This word mockatini. Anyway.
It's like a martini, but it's a mockatini.
But it sounds like, hey, Macatini.
Aye.
So we also have a apple pomegranate mocktail. Pomegranate. It's okay. Wait. Pause. That this should have been the secret contender. Eggnog and hot chocolate has joined forces.
No.
Yeah.
This is a
No.
thing. This
No.
is a thing.
Yeah.
Eggnog is gross.
Lies.
And holiday mojito mocktail. It just so out of all of this list, that it was only the closest thing we got to pumpkin was the gingerbread latte. But back to that, the main topic at hand is just like I guess that it is basically that the marketing power that pumpkin spice has for it, but mint has that legacy behind it.
I mean, mint is one of the oldest additives to food and stuff like that we have because I'll be honest, it's a weed. It is a weed and it takes over wherever it grows. Like,
Mhm.
there is a section of my uncle's backyard that is definitely peppermint. It's just I cannot dig it up without digging up a solid chunk of his yard to transplant it here because it is peppermint that got out of its container before my son was born and has taken over probably a 6-foot section of the yard growing mixed in with the grass. So whenever I mow, all of a sudden peppermint. So it literally grows everywhere. Like if you want a fun experiment in a bed that cannot reach the ground or that they cannot reach the ground or keep them trimmed, plant strawberries and mint on opposite ends and watch them battle for years. Because both of them are extremely invasive if you do not keep an eye on them. And they will kill each other out. Oregano does the exact same thing.
Well, that's technically because mint and oregano and basil are all technically related. So if you go back far enough, all of them, lavender, catnip, they're all in the same like branch of the genome.
No, it's just actually fun. Like reading stuff on blogs. Like my Emily showed me once. Like somebody has like, I'm willing to burn my backyard down because strawberries and mint are like waging a war to the death in the back corner of my yard. And just reading them describe it as like actual military actions was hilarious.
That's when you make juleps with the losers.
So this just in, according to Reddit, you can apparently get peppermint mocha year round, according to a Starbucks Reddit.
It depends because some don't have the syrup all year round. If they
That
run
is
out, they
true.
run out.
This is like Waffle House actually having stuff that's not on the menu they hand you. I need Waffle House's secret menu. # sponsor is Waffle House.
I'm pretty sure that, speaking of which, with another thing is that Waffle House has done that they have done pumpkin waffles before. And then that they were pretty okay. But it just appears that just like from researching both, while that there isn't nothing about the sales as peppermint mocha going, it is still has the legacy versus the new kid on the block pretty much. So you basically got, basically like that the old school versus new school. So personal preference, I guess. I mean, that all that I know is just hot cocoa and eggnog. That those are just basically that the ones that I grew up with.
I'll be honest, I don't care who wins this. They're both the McRib of coffee.
The McRib of coffee. Oh,
Shots
I'll
fired.
drink
Shots
either
fired.
one. I ain't eating a McRib.
I'm just saying, they show up and then people lose their minds and then remember this ain't that great.
I mean that. What else that do we got to go up against? I mean that pumpkin spice, it has become an international phenomenon. Everybody knows what a pumpkin spice latte is because that it has been up in like meme culture. It has been up in on like national news even, and then it had basically filling up Starbucks' Christmas bonuses this year, possibly. Because in that because of the fact it basically makes about $100 million alone.
Let's clarify that, Spence. It fills up the Christmas bonuses for CEOs who do not actually work within their own company's stores. None of the people who have to peddle that poison actually benefit other than I got my hours today. Can I please go home?
Oh, okay. I mean, then it's just basically I mean that you are not wrong there. I mean, it's just that any other side from like the peppermint mocha.
This is you, Neysa.
We are here to stay. You cannot end us. We will wage war on all strawberries and pumpkins you throw at us. We will not die.
Apparently, Neysa is now Legion.
I mean, Legion. I mean that I will say this about mint that it can be used in like a lot of stuff year round and then also around this time because that I never really liked mint growing up because then it just like it was just that weird texture to me growing up. I had got over it now that I am older. It's just something about pumpkin just reminds me of like a sweet potato pie that and that I always on Thanksgiving I always have to mix up my either pumpkin or sweet potato pie into my dressing and eat it.
You do you though.
Ew, that is the best thing ever.
You do you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I mean that I don't know how else can we decide this unless of course if then that it is basically like that next monster of the week is just gonna be just like some kind of crazy pumpkin spice latte monster and then peppermint mocha basically have like some kind of two opposing sides that are basically being like rebellious about something going on and then that they just both are just eldritch entities that are just like your thralls are stupid, mine are too. Let's just make them take over the world together. Agreed.
Dude, this is not eldritch. Pumpkin spice is like the tail end of summer, so the Seelie. Peppermint is full on unseelie. This is a Fae issue.
We are happy to be here.
Yeah, you are right. It is a Fae issue, and then it just does have its mind control powers and make people go goo goo gaga crazy over it.
This is why they ask for your name at the coffee place.
Ooh.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
Now I have a monster of the week idea.
You can thank me for that one, y'all. I always give them ideas.
Lord.
May I have your name?
But, oh no, good no, no that.
Don't you already have your name?
Oh no, what was that one myth thing that if that you gave something your name, you died instantly or something? Oh, I can't think about it.
There's
No,
a
Fair just tricks you and will take your name.
But yeah, then that. But I honestly think that basically pumpkin spice should win automatically because that as much as I tried to scour on the internet, I am surprised peppermint mocha does not have a Wikipedia. And I've been looking.
Okay, but that just means that pumpkin spice latte is infamous. It's like you don't find out about people who aren't criminals because they don't have a rap sheet. So that's the truth here is peppermint is better because it doesn't need all the hype. It always is. It is eternal. It is inevitable.
hashtag Team Licorice. Hashtag no regrets.
Fuck you.
So basically like those sour punch straws then.
Oh no, no, I'm actually a huge fan of just your regular, everyday black licorice.
Barf.
Mm, no, thank you.
Moose has
So yeah, I think
Moose is not here, but he'd have my back.
okay. So then it's just so then that I guess that for our closing argument on that the pumpkin latte side, it's like I have to do Becky again. Like, okay, that this is Kelsey. I am just here to just say, as that the president of just Alpha Pumpkin Alpha, then that we love our pumpkin spice latte. My Uggs, yes, that I had paid expensive money for some fur boots, but you're gonna have to get over that motherfucker because that pumpkin spice is it's just here. It is so delicious to have year round. Starbucks has our back. And then that you know that Daddy Bucks is always going to buy us, right? Right?
Hold my poodle dog.
Yeah, I just got a text message from Hades that says we need to be eating all the peppermint so that Persephone doesn't get pissed because that was the punishment, and that needs to keep happening. So
So we have basically all these sorority girls versus Greek gods. That's a monster of the week for somebody else.
No, that's just Zeus's weekend.
God,
I mean,
dang it.
hey, do you know which fraternity Zeus actually is a part of?
Mm-mm.
I felt a
would it
thigh.
be? Wait, say it again.
I felt a thigh.
Oh God,
Oh.
that's awful.
On that note, good God.
Look,
Frey, do our socials.
I don't
Good
gotta do
God.
much to make Zeus sound terrible.
I mean, no. You really have to do nothing. He does it all himself.
Actually, you know what? Greek myths would be way more boring if he had just done himself.
I mean, he probably figured out a way.
Oh.
Anyway.
Socials. I can't take this.
Oh boy. All right. Our socials are we are Team Bonus Action on Twitch, right here on YouTube, and on Facebook. We are at bonus_team. On Twitter for as long as it lasts with Musk in charge. And we are also Team Bonus Action on Instagram. And we have our website, teambonusaction.com, where you can go and find out all about what we're doing. This next week is pretty light. I don't think we're really doing anything until 2 Kits on Sunday because of the holiday weekend. We're week. So I guess that's really it. So happy Thanksgiving. Everyone enjoy the time off with your families. And all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then, well, since that Knox isn't here,
Don't let
Don't
me
let love. Wow,
good
that's
night,
too.
everybody. Comment, like, subscribe, and then let us know in the comments which one won. Goodbye.